It's 6 p.m. Cairo local time, and it's time for the English News Bulletin on Channel 2. This is Sahar Talawi, starting up with the main headlines of the day. President Sisi and his U.S. counterpart Donald Trump will on Monday chair a Gaza Peace Summit in Sharm el-Sheikh. President Sisi addresses the opening session of the 8th Virgin of Cairo Water Week. And Egypt sends aid to Gaza, and trucks include medical supplies, tents, blankets, food, and fuel. Welcome back. The news in full detail. President Sisi issued a decree on Sunday for the appointment of 100 Senate members. The decree comes within the framework of the completing of the formation of the Senate of the new round. The decree included a number of the public figures, heads of the political parties, the political and the academic symbols, and the representatives of the civil society organizations. The Senate is to witness during the coming days an opening session to officially announce the formation of the new Senate after the issuance of the decree of the presidential appointments. President Sisi also issued a decree of appointment of 100 Senate members. In the meantime, President Sisi hailed the strength, the distinction of the Egyptian-Chinese relations, stressing Egypt's keenness to consolidate economic and investment cooperation with China. This came during the President Sisi meeting with Miu Jiangyi, the chairman of the board of the directors of the China National Chemical Engineering Corporation. And during the meeting, Sisi expressed his appreciation for the existing cooperation with the CNCEC. For his part, the chairman of the Chinese group reviewed the company's expertise in the petrochemicals field, asserting his company's aspiration to cooperate with the Egyptian government to expand the company's investments in Egypt. In the meantime, President Sisi also praised the success achieved by Apache cooperation during the past decades, appreciating the existing cooperation between the Egyptian government and the company to expand its activities in Egypt in accordance with the highest international standards. During his meeting with the CEO of Apache Corporation, John Christmas, an international company specialized in oil exploration and the production, President Sisi affirmed that the company is one of the important partners in the Egyptian oil and gas sector, as it's the largest American investor in Egypt. He stressed that the company's initiatives in Egypt have contributed to send a positive message about the strength of the Egyptian-American cooperation and encouraging the attraction of more American investments in the energy sector. The meeting also reviewed and followed up the company's activities in Egypt and its plans to expand and increase the volume of the businesses in continuation of the fruitful cooperation in the fields of oil and gas research, exploration and production. President Sisi stressed also the importance of the Egyptian state is giving to gas exploration projects and keenness on easing measures needed to accelerate this project. He was speaking during a meeting on Sunday with John Ardell, the Vice President for Exploration for ExxonMobil, to discuss accelerated gas exploration as Egypt positions itself as a regional energy hub. The meeting was attended by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and the Minister of the Petroleum of the Mineral Resources, Karim Badawi, and Amr Abu Aita, the chairman and the managing director of the ExxonMobil Egypt. During the meeting, Sisi said that Egypt is looking forward to expanding the activities of ExxonMobil company in exploration and development activities in Egypt. He said that the state aims to employ the latest digging technologies to elevate the production levels and boost the national energy security. The presidential spokesman said that during the meeting, Sisi said the ExxonMobil company is a strategic partner with Egypt. The presidency statement said that also Sisi hailed ExxonMobil's role in boosting oil and gas sectors in Egyptian market. It said also that Sisi stressed Egypt gives priority to gas exploration projects. In the meantime, President Sisi said that Egypt will not stand with hands tied before the irresponsible actions by Ethiopia and will take all necessary measures to protect its water rights and the security. And this came during a record address to opening session of the 8th version of the Cairo Water Week. In his speech, he said that the water management efforts will not fruit results without cooperation on the global level to guarantee the human beings' right to clean water. He said that Egypt also is very clear in fully rejecting any unilateral measures with regards to the Nile. He said also that such measures jeopardize the norms of the international deals and threaten the interests of people of the Nile Basin and the basis of justice and stability. And the 8th version of Cairo Water Week opened on Sunday under the auspices of President Sisi. A host of the speakers addresses the opening session. More in the following reports.
Egypt hosted on Sunday the 8th version of Cairo Water Week under the auspices of President Abdel-Fattah el-Sisi. Addressing the opening session, Foreign Minister Badr Abdul-Ati said water issues are very vivid in political discussions and are closely tied to peace issues. He said water issues are strongly related to the ability to address human rights and face climate change. He said Egypt gives a great importance to search and development efforts in the water file since it's living under the water poverty line. He said Egypt is a desert state that has water rights and no state can hinder its access to it. Hani Swalem, Minister of Water Resources and Irrigation, addressed the opening session of Cairo Water Week. He said Egypt has a historical experience with regards to irrigation mechanisms and has recently come up with a new irrigation mechanism. Swalem said the state is working on achieving the best utilization of water units. He also said there is work on using drones to follow up on irrigation activities and early detection of water problems. He said the state has conducted a comprehensive removal of encroachments on the Nile banks. Swalem said the state is working on improving human resources skills. The opening session also witnessed addresses by a number of Arab, African, and international speakers, including UN Envoy on Water and the President of the World Water Council, Saudi Vice Minister of Environment, Water and Agriculture. In his address, the European Commissioner for Environment, Water, Resilience and Competitive Circular Economy said drought cost Europe $43 billion this summer. He said Water Week has become a vital platform to discuss water issues, adding that science, innovation and cooperation will help achieve development in water management. She said Egypt's efforts in facing water challenges are highly appreciated. For his part, Dr. Sheikh Diaye, President of AMCOW, Minister of Hydraulics and Sanitation, Senegal, said there is a joint desire to reach innovative solutions to water issues. He said economic poverty is due to water scarcity, thus there is a need to adopt secular economy. He expressed commitment to lay way to Africa's water needs, adding that the water file should top the global agenda.
In the meantime, President Sisi and his U.S. counterpart Donald Trump will on Monday chair a Gaza Peace Summit on the Egyptian Red Sea resort of Sharm el-Sheikh. The summit aims to end the Israeli genocide war on Gaza, enhance efforts to achieve the peace and stability in the Middle East, and usher in a new era of the regional and security stability. The presidency made the announcement, adding that the meeting will take place on Monday afternoon with the participation of hosts of world leaders for more than 20 centuries. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said that he will attend Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni and Pedro Sanchez of Spain. And the Élysée Palace said that the French President Emmanuel Macron will travel to Egypt on Monday to back the Gaza ceasefire deal brokered by the United States and discuss implementation of its next phases. Macron will go to Sharm el-Sheikh, which hosted the talks that resulted in the Gaza deal. Also, the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer will travel to Egypt and attend the Sharm el-Sheikh Peace Summit, where leaders are expected to sign a U.S. brokered peace agreement. Starmer will reiterate Britain's steadfast support to help secure the ceasefire and deliver the humanitarian aid. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Expatriates, Badr Abdel-Ati, made a number of phone calls with his counterparts in Arab, Islamic, European and Asian countries to prepare for Sharm el-Sheikh Peace Summit. During the calls, the Foreign Minister reviewed the arrangements for the historic summit aimed at ending the war on Gaza Strip. The summit is expected to witness the signing of the document to end the war in the Strip. The Foreign Minister also held a call with his U.S. counterpart Marco Rubio as they review the preparation for Sharm el-Sheikh summit in the light of joint presidency of Egypt, the U.S. of the summit. And the preparations were underway today for a ramp-up of aid entering the war-battered Gaza Strip under a new ceasefire deal that many are hoping will signal an end to the devastating two-year-long war. Expanding Israel offensive and restrictions on the humanitarian aid have triggered a hunger crisis, including the famine in parts of the territory. The amount of entering Gaza Strip is expected to ramp up on Sunday to around 600 trucks per day. As stipulated in the agreement, Egypt sent 400 trucks carrying aid into Gaza Sunday. The Egyptian Red Crescent said that the trucks include medical supplies, tents, blankets, food and fuel. In the meantime, a ceasefire between Israel and the Hamas held in Gaza for a third day on Sunday ahead of the expected release of Israelis hostages and Palestinian prisoners and addressed by U.S. President Donald Trump to Israel's parliament. Thousands of Palestinians continue to travel north towards Gaza City, the focus of Israeli attacks over the past 2 months. Hopefully, the ceasefire would bring an end to the war. Under the ceasefire agreement, Hamas is due by noon on Monday to release the remaining hostages taken captive on October 7, 2023. Trump is due to arrive in Israel on Monday to address the Knesset, the parliament, before traveling to Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt for a world leaders summit on ending the Gaza war. In the meantime, Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz said that once the hostages were returned, the military would destroy underground tunnels in Gaza built by Hamas. Rescue workers warned that could be unexploded ordnance and bombs in the area. And now with the business segment, where Egypt's bourse closed higher today amid purchases by local investors in local and Arab corporations against sell-offs by Arab and foreign investors in local corporations. The market capital of the listed companies added 14 billion Egyptian pounds, reaching 2.6 trillion pounds at the end of the transactions that exceeded 26 billion pounds. The benchmark EGX 30 ended with dealings high, exceeding the 37,000 point mark. The equal weighted indices EGX 70 and EGX 100 climbed 0.9% and 0.57% respectively. U.S. President Donald Trump said that his administration has found a way to pay troops during the federal government shutdown and that he has ordered the Pentagon chief Pat Haggis to do so. Trump made the announcement on the 11th day of a government shutdown that was sparked by a funding impasse with the minority congressional Democrats. Trump's Republican Party controls the House of the Representatives and the Senate. However, to reach the 60 votes needed in the Senate to pass a spending bill, Republicans must convince at least 7 Democrat senators to back the measure. And by this, we come to the end of our English news bulletin on Channel 2. Thank you for watching. This is Sahar Al-Talawi.